So let's bring in Political Editor Andrew Clennell. Andrew, obviously with the future, Phil Lowe's future, let's be blunt, likely coming to an end, the Reserve Bank Governor has announced he does intend to implement the government's proposed changes to the Reserve Bank. That's from next February.
Yes, and I guess his replacement could change the changes, couldn't they, Tom? But as you say, with Phil Lowe's future expected to come to an end when his term finishes in September, the Reserve Bank Governor has announced he intends to implement the government's proposed changes to the Reserve Bank from next February. My understanding is the timing of this address was not coordinated with the Treasurer, but the address was discussed with him and shown to him as a courtesy.
From next year, the board will meet 8 times a year rather than 11 times as is currently the case. 4 of those meetings will be on the first Tuesday of February, May, August and November, and the other 4 meetings will be held midway between those meetings. In terms of my own position, as I've said before, if I was asked to continue in the role, I would be honoured to do that and I would continue. If I'm not asked to continue in the role, I'll do my best to support my successor, and the Treasurer has said that he'll make an announcement before the end of this month. So I haven't got anything more to add on that.
Well, Treasurer Jim Chalmers spoke today about the speculation that's been running for days that the appointment of a new Reserve Bank Governor is imminent.
Soon I'll be taking to Cabinet my recommendation for the appointment of the Governor of the Reserve Bank. I don't want to front run or preempt the timing or the nature of that conversation with my colleagues. This is a decision for the Cabinet to take on my recommendation. This is one of the biggest appointments that the government will make. It's a big job and it's a big call, and I'm approaching it in a methodical and measured and considered and consultative way which befits the magnitude of the decision that the government will take about the Governor of the Reserve Bank.
We have reported before that the frontrunner for this position is believed to be Finance Department boss Jenny Wilkinson, but there are other strong contenders, including Treasury boss Stephen Kennedy and Reserve Bank Deputy Governor Michelle Bullock. It would be an interesting move to appoint one of the government's senior bureaucrats to what is supposed to be an independent institution. There has been talk this announcement could be made on Friday, but it could also occur at Cabinet on Monday, after which the Treasurer could announce it and then fly out with both incumbent Phil Lowe and one of the candidates for his job, Stephen Kennedy, to the G20 Finance Ministers meeting in India. The Treasurer flagged a speech this morning, meanwhile, in the papers where he talks about being compassionate but with a hard head, delivering surpluses but also cost of living relief. But the Treasurer ruled out any immediate further cost of living relief in the short term this morning.
Our focus is on rolling out the substantial cost of living relief that we committed to over the course of the last 2 budgets, and some of that cost of living relief is rolling out right now. We are not currently working up a new package of cost of living measures. Getting the budget in much better nick, it gives us the flexibility down the track should we decide to do more, but at the moment our focus is on rolling out what we've already committed to.